good morning. I love you. Hey, have a lovely day. Good morning. How are you? I love it. Hey, how you doing? Hey. I'm just little Johnny Barnes. I'm just a little small instrument in the hand of God to be used any way he feels fit. What I do every day, 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm getting my breakfast. You're still sleeping, I guess. From 20 to 4 until 10, I stand on the corner and just greet people, let them know that life is sweet, life is beautiful. No matter what happens in life, it's always sweet to be alive. Enjoy the sunshine, the flowers, the birds. They're happy. The good Lord and I just try to make people happy. I used to work in the railway. The railroad came right through there, you know. Before they made that a highway, there used to be a wall. I used to sit on the wall in my lunch hour and just shout out to people. I love you, have a good day, you know. So it started way back there when I was on the railway, electrician on the railway. And I enjoy it. I enjoy making people happy. Hey, David! Fine, thank you. Beautiful day. Tell him I love him. Tell him I love him. Okay, Don. Tell him I love him. Okay, brother. I love. Okay.
I lived in London for a long time, and elderly men standing at the side of the road, and you stop, and I expected for him to ask us for money. That was my initial reaction.
A lot of people couldn't understand why he would do what he's doing. I mean, why would a person go out there in the middle of the night, in the rain, the thunder, the lightning, he's there with rain suit or umbrella, whatever he has to do to stand there. A lot of people couldn't figure that out. Why would he do that? And they don't really understand where he's coming from. He's coming from that angle of brotherly love. And that's what he's doing there every single day. Brotherly love to anybody who comes past.
I think he likes me because I feel like he always knows when I'm coming, because he has a whole 360 to cover, and it's like 3 different directions. And he manages to always say, I love you to me, even if I'm going in town, coming out of town, going past. He always ends up finding my direction and just saying it to me.
I love you, Bermuda is another world. Don't you know it's love divine?
I've known that people come to work in the morning and like 6:15, there's no Johnny Barnes. So they want to know why. They phone the radio station and says, where's Johnny Barnes this morning?
I mean, people expect him to be there Monday through Friday. And when he's not there, there's a panic. Like, where is he? Why isn't he there?
He cares, and the rest of the people care about him when they don't see him.
I was 9 months pregnant with my son. He was going to be delivered by C-section. We were driving to the hospital, and I did my normal wave to Johnny, and he didn't see me. And I got really nervous because, you know, you're going to have your first baby, you want everything to be right. And so I made my husband drive around the roundabout until Johnny Barnes waved, because to me that felt like it was like a good omen to go to the hospital. So on the second turn around the roundabout, he saw me and he waved, and he told me he loved me, and then I said that we can go off to the hospital now, ready to have my first son.
There was a morning when I was traveling into the city. It was not a happy morning, and I could see in the distance Johnny Barnes, and I had made up my mind I was not going to look because I wanted to hold on to my unhappy moments. But I ended up looking at him, and sure enough, he forced me to smile and remember that I had a choice for my day, to smile and be happy or carry this heavy weight of anger with me. And that's what he reminds me of every day, that there's a choice in how we start our day.
A man told me one time, says, you know, Johnny, says, I'm an expatriate, and says, I've been here for 3 years, and you're the only person ever told me I love me. Smile on your face. Says, I can't remember my mother telling me every day that she loves me. I knew she loved me, but she never, you know what I mean? Then I never got that home. You know? And that's what's wrong with the world today. If we learn to love one, there'll be no wars. There'll be no killing, there'll be no raping, there'll be no fighting. Because we're loving one another. And that's what we human beings got to learn how to love one another. One of the greatest joy can come to an individual is when you're doing something and helping others and see the reaction on the face. Why, good morning, Donna. How are you? Come on, Donna, come over. You know I'm just waiting for you.
Hi.
How you been?
Good. You're such a great guy.
Oh, I just love you, darling. I'll never stop loving you.
I've been here since December of 2007. I pass by him every morning, and I said, I've got to get a picture. So today was the day, and a kiss.
How you been?
Good, good. You always put a smile on my face.
Oh, that's what I'm here for, darling. When are you going to come back and see me?
I'll be driving by tomorrow morning.
Amen. And you know I love them all. I just love them. I put a lot of honey on them. Oh, they just love it. It's one thing men got to learn. Women need to be loved. Tell them you love them every day. Why, good morning, darling. How are you? I love you. Thank you, darling. I will always love you. One day a lady says, Johnny, I wish my husband was like you. She says, I told my husband, I said, you know, I see Johnny Barnes every day, 5 days a week. And every day he tells me he loves me. He says, the only time you tell me you love me is when you want to ride me. So why don't you be like Johnny Barnes? He don't want to ride me. He tells me he loves me every day. I said, Don, be careful, be careful.
I thought at the time, and this wasn't long after he started, that maybe he wouldn't be appreciated or given any recognition. And I thought, what a great subject matter for a sculpture.
He said, you have inspired me. I think I'd like to make a statue of you. How you feel? That's all right. You want to do it? It's okay.
I think that everybody would wish that Johnny were there forever himself. And I suppose the next best thing is to have a statue commemorating him.
And so I'm happy about it, and I'm thankful for it.
Well, I hope that when he won't be with us anymore, that people will remember what he stood for and how he touched their lives when they drive into town on their commute. And I hope that the memory of Johnny Barnes will somehow influence people to be a bit like him, you know, to not take everything, every little thing so serious, but to remember Johnny Barnes stood there and said, I love you, and then that hopefully brings back some warmness to people's life and a smile on their face.
He'll never leave, you know? Every single person on this island has him right here. And you can't say that he's gone, you know? I mean, you think about the number of statues that are here on this island, and growing up as a kid, there was just one. It was Sir George Somers when I was a little girl. And then the second one they built was Johnny Barnes, you know? And they knew that no matter what, you know, whether you're going through East Broadway at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, you still see that statue, you know? So he'll never be gone. Whether it's a statue or in your heart or in your mind, there'll always be Johnny Barnes.
Some people in this world today don't realize that worries don't pay. Plenty people in this world today don't realize that worries don't pay. Resting their worries on top of your shoulder, bringing you older and older. These wicked things these people just do. They don't realize you got worries too. So tell them never ever worry. Don't care how things looking hard. Never ever worry, don't care how you're suffering bad. Never ever worry, what I'm saying is true. Always remember, somebody suffering more than you.